Hello and welcome to episode 286 of the Drive the Green podcast. I'm your host, Matty B, joined in studio by Bronell, Harv, and Canoop. On this episode, the best weekend of the year has come and gone. It is Labor Day. The Labor Day Classic, the 6th annual, has come and gone, and we're sitting here on Monday evening. I'm a little Michael Jordan flu game. Yesterday, I think I was still drunk yesterday.
Oh, okay.
So today's the hangover. Don't feel good. Many a washroom break. Took the family to Regina today, so I got to look at 3 different public bathrooms today.
Wow, a lot of information there early.
Early on, coming.
He's seen all sorts of graffiti so far.
Yeah, I'm coming at you fast and quick.
Yeah,
on this podcast, just like today.
Yeah, same thing.
Fast and quick are the same thing. But here we are on Monday, and we have 3-peat on our hands. Jordan Banilevich, Sean Loney have won 3 in a row, shooting a 11 under 60 at the 6th annual Labor Day Classic. We'll get into all that. Lots of fun. We had a horse race that ended in the dark with some lost ball controversy that turned into lack of controversy, I guess, which we'll touch on. Just lots to unpack with Labor Day. Obviously, a week off in the PGA Tour, so nothing to really touch on there other than the Ryder Cup. The European picks are in. Like the U.S., maybe one notable choice to really discuss. But other than that, I think, like the U.S., it was pretty cut and dry who the first 5 were. It's who was going to get that last spot. So we'll touch on that and anything else that we find.
Guess the golfer.
Oh, that's right. Thank you. Harvard's prepared 5 golfers.
Race you guys to 3. Have to guess. Race to 3. Yeah.
Race to 3. So it might only be 3.
All Ryder Cup themed.
Oh, I like it. Okay, I like the. I got a 1 in 24 chance of guessing.
Well, it might not be from this year's teams,
it
but
certainly is not.
Shit.
That'd be too easy.
Yeah, I know
yeah.
it would.
So Keegan Bradley could be a choice.
Yes, he could.
And the beauty about that game is that people at home can play along.
Yes. Maybe make a couple reels.
Yelling into their speaker.
You idiots.
You guys are idiots.
Just like the Keegan Bradley one.
Yeah, that was dumb, for sure. But before we get into any of that, we have to thank our sponsors who are on full display at the Labor Day Classic this year. Player Golf Chase was in town for the event. Duff from Callaway and Keegan from Churchill were all there in attendance, so it was nice to have all of our sponsors there, coupled with the 14 or 15 sponsors that we had at the tournament. So it was just a great time, and it was nice for the golfers of Labor Day to meet, Chase and Duff and Keegan and just be able to see, these are the faces behind the guys that have been behind us since day one. So that was all nice. Player obviously equips all of our flight winners with their gifts. Callaway, friend of the pod, Richard Jansen, is the newest owner of a Paradigm driver. So thanks to Duff for putting that out there. And then obviously Keegan was slanging mowers all over the 13th hole on Saturday. So great time. We had a chance to play with all of those sponsors during the Skins game. Chase came down obviously the next day, but had a chance to play with them and share a beer with them after. So it was wonderful.
How did Keegan hit it? I didn't see many of swings. I saw a couple chips and putts, but that was about it.
Let's just say he's got a power fade that he has to navigate.
Except that one time, 11, he just pissed on one.
Oh yeah, yeah. So if he had more rounds, he'd be a solid golfer. You could tell it's there's more rust there to just crack off.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that's probably the right way to say it. Hey.
Yeah, I don't think you'd disagree with that.
Yeah. So
it's only like his 5th or 6th round, wasn't it?
Yeah, something like that. So it was good. So obviously we start at the start. We'll go through Labor Day weekend and then we'll talk about any other week's stuff that you guys might have, and then we'll do boost counts. But we start on the frantic lead up to Labor Day every year. And did we get everything? Do we have enough prizes? Or is all the shit printed? All that stuff. And then you get to Friday for the Skins game, and it slowly starts to feel a little less hectic, and then the hecticness comes right back on Saturday morning. And then as soon as everyone kind of gets out, it feels a little bit better, and then obviously once you get to finishing the horse races and just that big deep sigh of relief that we're done.
Yeah, that's the best part of the whole weekend is just like
at 9 p.m. on Saturday.
Like, yeah, once the stuff's all put away, just like, yeah, we can kind of relax now.
Yeah, and I mean, luckily for us, it is an absolute shit day here on Monday, raining all day. Not
cold,
not
windy,
not
cold.
Friday,
Yeah.
Saturday. Like we are 6 for 6 in getting lucky. So we know there's going to be there's going to be a bad Labor Day Classic here at some point, but we have yet to hit it.
Mm-hmm.
We're 6 out of 6 with heat. We've had wind now twice.
Yep.
So the Skins game was pretty good on Friday. The craziest part, I think, of all of it was what we have pushing 50 golfers, and there was 8 Skins.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like that's incredible. The year before we had 3. So to see 8 was, but again, it was a bit breezy. So a little bit of tough conditions out there, but birdie on every hole. But yeah, you just think with that many guys, that many players, we're going to get a little bit more than that for birdies, but 8 Skins were paid out. And
you're kind of burying the lead a little bit, though.
Okay, that's
Friday.
Maybe.
Oh, yeah, I am.
The career.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I was going to get to it.
Okay.
So, Bronell
I've already forgot about it.
So, Bronell Career 68 didn't win a Skin.
No. Just had a canoop round out there. Just birdied the easy ones and made one bogey and didn't get into trouble, and that was it.
So the craziest part,
nice.
Yeah, it's nice,
isn't it?
Yeah,
It's like,
nice.
all right.
So
another par.
I want to somewhat apologize. I wasn't intentionally doing that,
No,
but it
that's
was
fine.
the fact that none of us were playing with you.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, that's a good
that's
point.
probably why.
Does it even count?
Yeah,
That's
it
actually
doesn't count.
that's actually
Yeah,
probably why
doesn't
it
count.
happened.
We didn't get to see how long the gimmies were.
No,
Like
Yes.
I actually took. So
Oh.
here's the funny thing is I took like probably a 3-footer on one because I missed the bird and I was like, well, we're just playing Skins, like
Yes.
whatever.
Now you know how
whatever.
it feels.
No pars
So
are happening
yours is
here.
also
Yeah.
yours is
But,
also a 69.
I mean, you were taking like 10 footers or whatever. In
Same
yours.
difference. It was a take. It was a take.
Yeah.
Who's to say you're going to
Yeah.
make it?
Yeah.
Okay, so how many more were there?
None.
That's it. Just
No.
first hole.
You putted everything in.
I putted everything like 2 feet and out after that, pretty much. Yep.
Yeah, that's a good round.
Those are still long gimmies for what we were putting because Duff was giving us nothing because we were playing him in a match.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
I
it
haven't
would.
putted putts that close in 15 years.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Good.
Well,
Well,
there was. I think there was a.
I mean, I didn't
There was
miss
a
any,
there was
yeah.
a gimme, a pickup early in the round. But it's funny that it always happens in every match that you play. The first like 4 holes is like that feeling out process of gimmies, and you usually give the guy a gimme like at 4 feet or 3 feet, just so that later in the round when you don't give it to him, he gets kind of in the back of his head like, well, this dickhead's already gave me this once, and now I got to put it, and then they miss some.
Yep.
So I think that's kind of what he did, because I know he gave a pretty generous one. I can't remember what hole it was. There was an early gimme, and then after that, everything kind of tightened up a little bit. But were you playing a match in yours?
No.
Oh, just 4 guys having fun.
Yeah, so maybe that contributed to it too. We were just like thinking Skins, early on, and then it's like, okay, I'm 1 under through 3. See if I can get through 4, 5, and 6 here, and I got through them even. So
What was your bogey?
10. So I was 2 under on the front.
Really?
I've been 2 under, 3 under on the front, lots, like tons of times, like probably 3, 4, 5 times a year. I'm -2 or better on the front, and it's auto 43 on the back. It's like clockwork. Get through 10, 11, 12, never if I'm under par on the front. Bogey 10, I hit it. The trees, the tees were up, so I couldn't hit my draw there. Hit the trees, hit hybrid pin high, didn't get up and down. I was like, okay, here we go. Might as well pack it in.
Yeah.
But then just was like stuck to my game. Hit hybrid on 11. Was like not gonna pull out driver just because I made 1 bogey, right?
Probably what helped.
Made a long birdie on 13, really long birdie on 14, like 30, 40 feet down the hill, the pins at the front. And then I was like, okay.
Now we go
3 under through 14. Like
I think that's
I
when
can
you
get
actually
home in
that's when
2
you put us
over
on
here
alert.
now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You put us on alert after that.
Yeah.
See,
Because we weren't playing with you, so we had no idea. We
and then I
couldn't
missed
take
a
any
10
stories.
footer on 15. Like it could have been. And then I was 40 yards out on 17.
See, I misunderstood you. When you said you were 3, I thought you meant you were 3 over.
Yeah.
So I was like,
I
okay,
normally
like,
would be.
whatever. He's
Yeah.
just, he's
Yeah,
doing
because
what
that's
he's
the
doing.
normal
What he's
thing.
doing.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But I think this is I actually do believe that we play some of our best golf when we're not trying to think of, we got to take stories, we got to take videos, all that stuff. So the fact that none of us knew that you were 3 under probably helped you, because then the camera's not in your face. We're not taking videos, and then it's like, well, I think after you said 3 under through 14, we're like, you got to at least take videos of this so we
Our
can post
buddy
it.
John McConnell was in our group, and he was taking videos with his
Samsung.
Yeah, so that was a nightmare.
Good guy, that guy.
Yeah.
So those of you that are
Samsung guy,
wondering,
I like him even more now.
Yeah.
Those of you that are wondering why those stories were absolutely putrid for his career,
nothing
is 'cause
wrong.
Now
with them.
you know.
Clear as
exactly.
anyone.
Yeah. But also should be noted, I started the round barefoot and played the entire round barefoot. Stepped
I
on.
saw you didn't even consider putting a shoe on
No.
Friday.
No.
Flip flops when you show up at the course.
After I stepped on 2 cacti on 4, I considered it, but stuck with it. I literally pulled out like 30 needles from my heels.
Were you helping someone else find their ball
Yeah.
on the left-hand side?
Yeah.
In your bare feet?
Yeah. I was down.
Did
the
you have
middle.
your sandals with you?
Yeah, in the back of the cart.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Wouldn't want to throw those on
No.
just to
Yeesh.
go trudging through the
Yeah.
shrubs.
Hey.
Oh, well, congratulations.
Thanks. That's
Uh,
enough about me.
Yeah, well, and then we fast forward
Maybe
to
another contributor was that I didn't have to pace and paint the greens for the pins.
That's why I made those 2 triples. Yep. So thanks a lot.
one of them was an X, actually.
Never be doing
Because
that.
most
again.
years I do
Triple.
that. That's all I'm thinking of is like I'm getting my ball in the hole as fast as I can.
I mean, I
and-
forgot so many times and had to
Can
drive
you,
back.
yeah, can you believe I was the guy reminding him of the can of paint?
Jeez.
so
I'm the
then,
worst for
It,
that.
it helped
you had a
that
few
Canucks
drinks
group
that night.
was so slow
oh yeah,
that we finished 6 and I had time to drive back to 5 because
Yes.
I completely forgot to do 5. So
Yeah.
Yeah, that
and
was
you'd
something.
had a few drinks that night, and I think the pins the next day were a little bit indicative of that. But
let's talk about this pin. I'm sick and tired of the shit I got for the pin placements. They were the best they've ever been at that.
well, you didn't
tournament.
know the course was going to buy a greens roller the day before,
Yeah, and roll the greens for the first time in history of
and
that golf
50K wins,
course.
and
50K
yeah,
wins.
There were
And
some contributing factors of yes.
There
Yeah,
was
right.
only 2 that I could see the complaints about, and that was 1 and 4. And that's more the wind on 1 basically made it
14
impossible.
was pretty greasy though.
14
Everyone
wasn't
birdied
that,
14.
Yeah, 14 wasn't that bad.
Yeah,
Come to think of it,
See,
All I heard was 4.
4 was really bad.
At
yeah.
this time of
4
the year
was
when the
only
greens are
bad.
running good.
1 was gross.
4 was only bad because the wind was
Yes.
like whistling through
That's
on
right.
like that angle.
Yeah.
And it would just blow everything
I heard
I
so
mean,
many
Miss
people
left, I guess.
had power lipped it,
Yeah,
and it just
came back
power
down.
lipped, and then the wind just got it, and then it was gone.
So
Yeah.
here's the other
But-
thing. We make a pin sheet for this exact reason.
Mm-hmm.
You are supposed to look at that instead of just have it folded upside down on your cart and see, hey, the pin's back, and 95% of the people in this tournament play this course 50 times a year. You know that pin's back. You look at your tee sheet.
Yeah, but there's
I
a
gotta
difference
miss
between
long. I have to.
there's
miss
a difference
long.
between knowing where it is and being able to do what you need to do, and
Well,
half
that's
the
whole
field
point of it. That's what the
can't do
that's
it.
what the winners did.
well, that's
Yeah, that was that was
Well,
the
they-
only thing.
Oh, they're great pins for the first flight, absolutely.
Yeah.
Just
yeah.
third,
so-
fourth flight maybe
that-
had a little bit of tough
Okay,
time. but-
start looking at these sheets. Start thinking about the game a little bit.
Education. There we go.
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, well, that's the thing is we get to Saturday morning and we see what the forecast is, and I think that was kind of before anyone even stepped foot on the course. It was like, I don't know about those pins from last night. Harv. Like it's gonna be fast, but we
Wind changed 20K overnight.
I think and I think I even said in my opening remarks that good luck with the pins, but I also said in my closing remarks when people were complaining about the pins, you're right. For the first flight, they were good because the guys that won the tournament shot the exact same score that they shot last year with arguably easier pins.
I think they were one
I was
worse,
just gonna say,
but yeah.
arguably the pins weren't hard enough because they
they're-
scored just the same, and it was way harder this year conditions
Right.
than it was last.
Now, that being said, to Bronell's other point, you go down the list, I think the worst team in the entire tournament last year was 8 over. This year it was like 16.
Yeah.
So
that's a tough
wind
day
was
for
really
a
hard.
scramble.
Wind was really,
maybe they just
really
didn't
hard.
have it that day.
Yeah, maybe.
That happens. The wind factor.
Yeah.
Maybe they're drinking. Maybe their game just fell off.
Well,
a cliff.
and
that's golf.
no matter how you played during the day, you always have a chance for retribution by playing in the horse race later in the day.
That's what I kept telling everybody that was down in the dumps. Hey, go win the horse race later.
Yes.
That's for actual money.
And I'm just going to look it up because
And hey, if people are that mad, don't play next year. We have a waiting list. We're fine.
Yeah.
Where is it here? Yeah, so the team that won the 4th flight horse race was T8 in that division and 7 over on the round.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, then they went out and won the horse race.
Yeah.
Well,
So-
3rd flight, too, they were middle of the pack. Plus
So
3, I think.
Yeah.
No, 3rd flight winners were 3rd to last in their flight and 6 over.
Okay, yeah.
And they won their
Crazy.
horse race.
Good for them.
Now I got to check them all out.
Well, first flight was, I think, the 4th place finishers. 3rd or 4th place finishers won or tied.
Yeah, I'm just going to find it here. No, so 3 of the final 4 in flight 2 were T1, T1, T3. The team that won was 15th and were 1 over.
The flight 2 winners.
Yes.
Yeah.
So there you go. So the flight winners or the horse race winners in all of these were 3rd in first flight.
Yeah.
Who beat 7th.
3rd and 7th tied.
Yeah, 3rd and 7th tied, sorry,
Yeah.
yeah. And then 15th in the second flight, 16th in the third flight, and T8 in a 5-way tie for T8.
That's
so they were
perfect.
1 shot away from
Yeah.
13th. So that's why you just
The-
get to the horse races.
The guys that shot 11 under in the regular round were out on the second hole. Horse race. Lost and chip off.
Chunked it into the shit.
Yeah, so it
Made a
is.
5.
I think that's one of the best parts of my favorite part, I guess I should say, is we've had a chance to have a lot of people come back every single year. So you get to almost see guys you only see once a year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we moved to Sixums this year, which was arguably our greatest success.
That was. Yep.
Everyone loves that. So if you are listening to this and you run a tournament that has 2 foursomes on every hole, just switch to 6.
Yeah. Because it still took the same amount of time, but there's no waiting
There's
around
no
at that
waiting.
point.
Yeah.
Because it's taking you
You're just
longer to
waiting
play the
on
hole.
you're just waiting on your own group, which
Yes.
feels way better than waiting on other people.
That's
Yeah.
Yep.
And
There
there's
was
A couple little backups, but
couple,
not
like
bad.
not even like they would wait on 2 to guys finish their putts. That's it.
Yeah.
Like a standard round type of thing. Like you get up there, they're putting out off.
Yeah, I don't think there was very many situations where I was driving around and I saw teams actually waiting for the other teams to tee off, even on par 3s or anything like that. You might get up and they might have just left the box or something. That's like the max wait is for 4 to 6 guys to hit an approach shot, but that's going to happen.
Yeah.
Whereas when you have foursomes, you are literally 8 guys on every tee box almost.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You're always waiting for guys to clear even the tee box. So
We had one issue on the hole prior to us that backed us up for a little bit with hitting the wrong ball and
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
going to
so
look, and then they had to go back
one group
up.
was
and-
extremely slow. There was a legitimate 40-minute break between 2 groups from 1 and 2.
Really?
Well, for the most part, it was good though.
yeah, it was really good. And then like
There's nothing better than that first couple holes of the horse race though. There's just so many balls in play.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
it's good for them and fun to watch, but it's a nightmare for us, obviously. But
It's fine
the
if we were
first
playing
year,
in
this is
it.
the first year ever I think that none of us played.
It was. I will say this: it was so much easier to just run it and not have to worry about it.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
but it was also a nightmare that first hole when like one guy topped it off the tee, everyone's driving up to like the
Yeah.
middle of the fairway, and I'm like
Yeah.
yelling, I'm like, you guys, they're hitting from here, and like so people like all just like dispersed into like, but
Yeah.
yeah,
Like friend of the pod, Sean from Rusty Shovel played in it. They also loved the tournament, first year playing in it. And they on one they hit it right and couldn't find it. Like it was fine. Like there's no like really bad trouble over there. And it was me and their group and one other guy looking. And the other 20 guys were all up at their balls. They've already hit. They're just sitting there waiting. I just yelled up there like, "Are you guys gonna fucking help us or what?" or something like that. So then like 6 carts peeled back.
Good.
It's like that can happen in those races. Like people just kind of forget about it,
And
like,
that's
forget to look for other people's balls.
Yeah, that's a bit of foreshadowing to the final. So one of the things that we did, we obviously didn't play, which the clipboards that we had was a great idea.
It was
because it's nice to just write down who's out, know exactly who's moving on. But we decided to consolidate the 4 finals. So once we got down to 2 teams in each race, we put everyone there. I think, Bruno, your race took a little bit longer, so we had to wait. And then we were pushing daylight at that point. But we get all 4 horse races on the same hole. And we're like, hopefully all of these can end on the first hole.
Yeah.
Because we're not going to be able to play another one. Luckily, 3 of the 4 did, and then the 4th one, no names. They had an eagle putt, and all they had to do was 2 putt for the win, and they 3 putted.
It was like a 50-footer, but
Sure,
yeah.
but yeah, it's tough. Well, 50-footer down to a 8-footer.
Yeah.
So then they miss, and then we get to that final hole, and it is very dark. So we're playing 9 at the Hillcrest. So if you go at the green, there's a chance it goes in the trees. Sure enough, a bunch of us drive up to the green. A bunch of you stay back at the tee.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, which direction it went?
You basically asked the guy, how did that feel? Like, where did it
Hey,
go?
the first guy on the 2 friends of the pod there, I knew exactly where his ball was. I drove right to it.
On 10T?
On 10T.
Yeah.
Like, I just saw enough that it was just right in the tree. I'm like, I know exactly where
And the second one went up the cart path.
went right over the middle of the first tree.
Yeah.
So, and that's what we said is, I was up at the green, and I was like texting, I think you,
Yeah.
where was it? Oh, just a little bit right.
Yeah.
And so we're like, okay, it's right along the tree line. We get up there, can't find it anywhere around the trees. So then the absolute search is on because it is dark. So everyone's got their phones out with their flashlights on, driving around the fairway, driving in the trees, all this stuff. But because those carts had driven up and parked, it just happened to be like the ball was right beside one of the carts that was parked.
Yeah.
But because everyone was driving, no one heard it roll up or anything like that. And we're all looking, and then all of a sudden one guy's like, well, whose ball is this?
Yeah.
And sure enough, it's right beside
And
the
I'm
green.
yelling, oh, does it have the number 5 on it?
No, I thought it was 44, that one.
No, he's playing a 44, I think.
Oh,
but
okay.
it had supposed to have the number 5.
Gotcha,
team
gotcha,
5.
yeah.
Did it, though?
It did.
Yeah,
I checked it.
Yeah, he checked.
Yeah.
And so neither
prime
team.
opportunity to just throw one down.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But that would have been a really tough decision. I didn't even know what I was going to do
Well, and
because I was kind of running that race, and I was
Tough
like,
titties, boys.
and I think I said
like,
to you,
back to the tee, boys.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
well, I think I said to
I've
you,
made
I'm
it
like,
be worse. Like,
let's
let's
ask the other guys. Well, and I think if you would have asked those other guys, they probably would have let them drop back somewhere.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was for 2 or 3.
I
though.
think,
That's the
no,
thing.
Mick said that they were going to just offer to split it right off, like right there.
Right there.
Yeah. But
So then those guys have Casey and Caleb. They have who almost lost their ball. They get just to the fringe, have a birdie putt, don't make it. Mick and his partner John, they have John's got a 10-footer downhill,
15 probably.
15,
Yeah.
and,
Hit it
and blows
30.
it 12 feet past.
Yeah.
Above the hole.
And then
Like
it
it's
actually-
pitch black though. Like you can't see anything.
Yeah, we had
And
carts parked
the
there.
carts parked there made it worse.
It made it worse for viewing, but made it way cooler for video.
Yeah.
Oh, for video for sure, but I guarantee that it was worse for John to putt
Yeah.
with that than to just be in the pitch dark and just look at it.
Like
It was amazing how much darker it was in real life than it was on those stories that you guys posted.
The video
they-
I took on the tee, it looked like
Yeah.
it was 7 o'clock still.
Yeah. And they always say that. I think it's Pebble Beach. It seems like they always say that every time Pebble Beach is played.
Yeah.
It's actually a lot darker than it looks.
Yeah.
And you're just like, meh.
Shut
the
up.
iris of the camera. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
And then you take a video like that in the dark. It's just like, wow, I'm actually going to watch this through my phone.
Yeah.
Because
So-
then I can
It's much
see better
easier,
on my
yeah.
phone.
Yeah.
The entire, not the entire night because I was drinking, but the entire next day yesterday, I've been thinking like, man, we should have went to 18 after they tied
Yeah.
because we
Yeah.
could have gone to 18, the par 3.
You're not going to lose
Everybody
it.
would have seen where it goes, right?
Yeah.
But then if it ties there, I mean,
someone
probably
saw
could have played
later
one
on.
more time,
Yeah.
one more hole.
Someone might
I think
have won one.
everybody was kind of ready for it to be done too. So
Yeah, and then we all go into the clubhouse and drink, what did they say, 800 plus ones.
800.
Just
Yeah.
just Spice Drum though. There's still
Vodka
because a lot of
plus
people.
ones.
Yeah.
But 800 of them.
I had one beer.
Although it might be slightly less than 800 because a video has surfaced of my brother behind the bar and he was pouring like quads, I think.
Yeah, and he was mixing them with clam.
with clam instead of
No way.
instead of cran. He probably cross-eyed looked at the gun and saw CAM and didn't realize it was CRAN, not CLAM.
That was a long time after he kicked off the tournament with that Austin intro, so that was a big day for him.
2 years in a row, they fumbled the handle.
That was a toss, and he was mad about the toss.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, because you know what he said? I texted him the day before. I said, hey, do you want to help us out with this or whatever? He's like, yeah. But who's tossing the beer?
I should have tossed it.
That's what he said. Who's tossing the beer in the text? And then that morning, he's like, I'm just so nervous about the toss. That's all I kept saying.
Because he wanted to catch it like right there and go bang right into the mouth, right?
Yeah. And then it threw it at his feet.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then he fumbled it. But
I did get asked a couple times when we're going to 2 days.
Oh, yeah.
That's
Never.
tough.
It's the best one dayer in the province. Why would we go to 2?
It is 2 days already.
Yeah,
that's fair.
Skins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The only way you can go 2 days is if it's 2 separate days. Like it's still a 1-day tournament, and we just run 2 days.
Oh, I see. Yeah, that's tough. That's tough. But great event. Hope everyone that listens to this show and attends the event had fun. I think so. I've heard nothing but good things, other than maybe the pins.
Couple pins.
Don't even say the pins. More people came up to me and said they loved the pins. Then came up to me and had the stones to say they didn't like them.
They're more behind the back, not like, hey?
Yeah. Like, people came up and said, like, the best comment was like, I play this course every single day. I want to play it different one time.
Yeah.
Because it's set up the exact same every single day.
So and you guys pushed all the tees for the most part back as well.
Some strategically, like
most of them are back. Yeah.
I do have
4 was up.
I do have one thought, and I wanted to run by you guys on this. We can talk about it after. But next year, just to solve this issue, we should put the pin on every hole. I think I've mentioned this before, directly in the center of the green.
You have talked about that, yeah. I
like
hate
next
the
year,
idea, but
I know you hate it, but
it's going to be harder on 4 than it was.
I know it would be, but then they can't complain. It's the exact same thing. It is right in the center of every green, and that center doesn't matter if that center is directly on that hill on 4. Directly on the hill on 11.
It was on there.
Directly on the hill on 7.
3 years ago it was on there? No?
Yeah.
And putts were rolling back the guys in the horse race.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, we got to. If people are going to complain, then we'll just say, okay, well, it's this then.
The biggest question,
or they're all at the back.
The biggest question I get more than the pins is why don't you guys play in the event? And I think we all give different answers, but they're all pretty much the same. Like we're just here to put it on. We're just We can't run the event and play in it.
I would say that is
someone did tell me to just have strippers / hookers sell the 50-50 on hole 2, and you'd probably sell more, and you could play in it. That was a comment. I'm not naming names who said that, but
unfortunately,
that was a comment.
Those same people couldn't hit the drives on 8 for canoe. But
well, you never know.
You never know.
But yeah, it does help, especially on like a hot day like that. We got to run people ice. We got to run people food. I was helping. Our
course was
friends,
out of ice early.
Yeah, our friends at Sahara Spa here in Moose Jaw equipped everyone with a nice cold towel.
That was a nice touch.
Which was a huge hit. So I had to drive those around.
Yeah,
and it took me. That was the most stressful part of my day, was trying to make sure I got to because I started a little bit later than I wanted to for other reasons.
I was going to ask.
And I was actually nervous about getting to everyone before the round was done. It was my most stressful part of the day.
Because what you were planning to go at 1. What time did you start?
1:40.
I saw you at 3.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I know. 1:40.
And did you get videos of everyone?
No, because I was trying to get everyone their damn towel. Because next year,
that was an awesome idea you had.
I know it was, and I came back after about 20 minutes. I said to Bruno, I've got through 6 of 25 groups. There's no way I'm going to be able to video everyone.
Next year I'm going to video everybody off a tee box. Probably one.
Why you should just set
150. Yeah, we could set it up, but that would.
Yeah, I said 150 shot reel.
I wanted to do a time lapse of all my shots.
Yeah,
but I was like, my phone's not going to last 6 hours.
Run an extension let alone have Zellers, man.
All with shot tracer too.
No, that would be cool though.
Have like the chart.
Oh, like the home run chart. Yeah.
The disperse.
You almost have to do that now.
Okay, I'll see.
Yeah, no.
Brainstorm
I don't want
for
the
next
sequence.
year.
I just want all the shot tracers.
Right at the same time.
Where they land.
There got to be one like way right or something.
There will be a couple.
Yeah, I went through it. I was looking at it. I was like, I think I might have like 30 guys' shots. because I was running out of time. I tried to do it at the start, and I was like, well, not only do I got to get these guys towels, but then they're also using the towel, and while they're using it, they're not hitting.
Yeah.
So I had to wait for them to use it, and then wait for them to tee off.
Yeah,
and it's
that's
just like
too much time.
Another one
Just-
next.
But what you
Yeah.
could do is just set one up on one
Yeah.
with it plugged in.
well, that's what we were saying.
Yeah.
It's just one.
But I guess you'd run out of
Yeah.
storage before anything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably. With
But if
6
you have
hours.
someone there, it's the same setup. You just hit record every time. I think it'd be a cool 150 shot reel.
What was
Yeah.
the closest you got to on 8?
3 feet, wasn't it?
Yeah. There,
Third-
I think
third
I
two of the
early.
day?
Yeah, there's one that was the first group and then one fairly late.
Myers and
Again.
McCangus, I think you hit it to 2 or 3 feet.
Yeah.
They
Did
said,
they make it?
yeah.
Good.
They started bogey, eagle, bogey.
Really?
Thanks
Thanks
to
for
you.
that.
Yeah.
Great.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right, let's get to weeks and boost count.
Prizes?
One more?
No, I just wanted to bring up Northern Meadows.
Oh, yeah, and the Saskatchewan Rough Riders. So thanks to our friend T at the Riders for Labor Day tickets. The guy who won them said he had an unbelievable time yesterday, and the tickets just so happened to be next to his brother-in-law.
What a game,
No
too.
way.
Yeah,
Really?
Headbutt heard around the world and
Yeah.
still,
Oh,
Still
yeah.
got the win.
yeah.
still got the win.
And then one of the other prizes was 4 tickets to the Thanksgiving game with on-field experience passes,
Yeah.
which is also amazing. And then the grand prize, like Canute mentioned.
Northern Meadows.
4
Northern
rounds in a
Meadows.
cabin.
4 rounds in a cabin. And won by
Unreal trip.
a local Moose Jaw kid who will definitely have a fun time up there with 3 other buddies.
Oh, yes, he will. Yeah.
So
Would you? What if you just brought one other buddy and had 2 rounds?
It's not a terrible idea either.
Play
ain't
like
bad. You
get
got a
there
cabin.
Friday,
You
got
got
a
a cabin.
cabin, play Saturday, go home.
I'd probably bring 3 and then, still play
just
2 rounds.
yeah, just
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
pay
Yeah,
for
pay
one.
for
Yeah.
one, yeah.
That's probably what will happen.
there's also a
Or hit
there's-
Loon on the way back.
Yeah.
Just
There's
work your way
also-
back.
I'd say a 95% chance that they're happy to see you and they let you go for another round.
Meadow Lake
Those
on the way
guys?
back. Anything. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we were very, as always, got spoiled by the people in our network helping us out with prizes. So just
Can't name them all right now.
And
Yeah,
I mean, let's
it's
say call a spade a spade. Pizza was a hit.
Yeah,
pizza
TJ's
supper
provided
was
there.
good. Yep.
Like it just made it was so smooth.
It was, yeah,
Having those
easy,
extra
simple.
6 XLs at the end of the night, too. They went quick.
But I
asked-
mean, like
They
I
got
was
dusted
running around.
in
I
like
picked up Canoop. I
10
picked up
minutes.
Keegan, and like everyone was done eating already. Whereas years past, there's always people just sitting there eating their
Sawing
half
their
cooked
meat.
baked potato.
on their meat. Yeah.
Yeah. Like this
Yeah.
was just boom, and everyone was back ready to go. And
Yeah.
I mean, we got out 15 minutes before we even planned to.
did it.
Did
Who
anyone
didn't think
have
there was
any?
a chance that
Yeah.
I
those would
didn't think.
start by 5:30?
Well, like Harv said, as soon as we got back there, everybody was outside. Everyone was done eating, and it worked out perfectly.
Yeah.
I went in. There was still nobody, or there was nobody inside
Yeah.
still eating or going back for
We had that
seconds.
playoff
and-
for the second flight. I walked off from that, and
Canoop was
It's time
telling
for
guys who
prizes.
were out playing they had 45 extra minutes when
Oh,
they only
fuck.
had like 20.
I was like, it's gonna be 6 before we're out there with everybody eating and prizes. But hey, credit to you. You
got
organized
the
the
prizes.
prizes
Yeah,
really
it was a little
well.
bit better this
And,
year.
That was nice and quick.
Yeah.
Any other credit you want to give out? Does anyone here say for sure horse races by 5:30?
Man, you guys?
The actually the credit goes to Bronell, but also not Bronell because he let that playoff go 3 holes, and we were actually waiting for the playoff.
I hate ending playoffs on a chip off, man.
Like
Yeah,
I was
that's-
sitting there,
I agree.
Yeah.
I was actually starting to get like mad.
he was mad.
Fancy.
I'm like, Bronell wanted to get these prizes done, and he's running a 3-hole playoff.
We almost
for this
went to
fucking
1.
thing.
We
I
almost
know.
went to 1 after
If you would have
18.
came by 1, I would have
should've.
kicked their balls off the tee and said you're splitting the prizes. Because I was just
Everyone hold the trophy.
I was standing there. I'm like, we can start horse races at 5 if we wanted to, but that playoff's still fucking going on.
No, it-
Yeah, because the playoffs you ran, which I was a part of that decision, we ran in front of the last 2 groups.
Oh yeah,
If you didn't run that in front, those 2 groups are done, and we're not waiting for anyone.
yeah. No,
'Cause-
that second group was taking a while. They weren't there.
But
yet.
we would have started without them.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I would say that was the only hiccup in the entire day, and it really wasn't even a hiccup at all.
No.
Other than that,
any other weeks notable things?
I
'Cause
played
don't have any.
Wascana. That was
Oh
it.
yeah, that's right.
I played Wascana. It was actually in very, very good shape. Like, very good. Greens were very good. I didn't play that great, but I did have my first eagle of the year.
Nice.
So
Solid.
Par
Eagle-
5, right?
Eagle 9, yeah. Other than that, nothing notable. No other birdies in that round.
No.
I think I shot 78, but
That's not bad.
No, 82.
That's not that bad.
82.
It's still not bad.
Yeah. Yeah, no, not 78. Wrong round. I'm thinking of Skins was 78.
Yep.
That's it. 2 rounds. I had 28 drinks this week.
Ooh.
I'm at 645.
I picked up 2 on you. I had 30 written down.
Okay.
5.
You had more of a Friday drink than me, though.
Yeah, I went 8-10.
8 and 10?
Friday and Saturday, yeah.
You had 10. You have 10 drinks written down for Saturday.
Yeah, I only had 2 during the whole day.
Oh wow!
I took it easy.
Really?
I had 2 during the horse race, and then I put down 16 after that.
Yeah.
I was going to say.
Yeah, I might have had more than 10.
I'll go next.
Yeah, exactly.
We'll let you reconfigure when you can
think
just
about
remember.
I'm just going to add 5.
That's probably fair. I actually had kind of a interesting story from the week. So work's kind of slow right now, but this random guy phones me out of the blue asking for this one product we have because he's growing a massive pumpkin. Like he has a pumpkin patch just outside of Moose Jaw, and he's trying to grow like the biggest pumpkin he can grow. So he comes and picks it up at like 10 at night from my house because he's busy harvesting, and he gets telling me the story. He's like, 2 years ago, I grew a huge pumpkin so big that I wanted to put it in a contest. So I'm calling around trying to find a contest for this pumpkin. Nowhere is. So he finally finds one up around Humboldt, and they say, well, yeah, we got a pumpkin contest, but it's kind of for kids. And he's like, that's okay. My kids will enter it. Well, like,
That's probably what those kids are doing. Yeah.
my kids will enter it. Like, yeah, we'll just use my pumpkin under my kid's name. They go there. Well, the kids that are growing pumpkins up there, they're just like big Halloween pumpkins. This guy showed up with a 476-pound pumpkin. They couldn't get it out of the truck. They didn't have anything to get it. So this guy just came up, beat these kids' brains in.
Yeah, Homer beat their brains in.
Like, it's the perfect example of that in real life. So like, and he's like, yeah, we won like a pie or something like that. We just went home. They
Just excited.
Just
about
wasted
it.
all that gas taking that 500-pound
they
pumpkin
managed to
up there.
like get like 5 guys to roll it up on a pallet, and then they like forklifted it off and weighed it. So yeah, 476 came in.
Holy shit.
So wait, this was this pumpkin specifically he was talking about, or that was that was 2 years ago?
That was 2
and
years
now,
ago.
Now he knows that he can grow that big
now
of a
he's
pumpkin.
doing that now. Like he's big in the pumpkin growing game. Like I guess they like out east they grow them like 1,600 pounds, and they race them as boats down a river. They like haul them out and race them with people in them.
That's
No way.
Yeah,
Hollow them out and
Holy
put them
what
motor on 'em.
next, eh? What next?
and like that's all you can
That's
do
it,
with
we've
them
peaked.
because like
Yeah.
you can't eat those. They're just
No.
so like disgusting and like
yeah.
tree roots in there. But yeah, so that story I had to bring up because it was just the true definition.
I wonder
of
if any of the
Homer
the-
beat their brains.
Yeah, like
in.
I wonder if any of the other dads were just like pissed off, like actually mad.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
your kid just brings like this one,
Michael-
he's just like barely holding it in his hands.
Yeah,
and he's
Michael's
got-
been growing this 27-pounder all year.
Yeah.
And then 476 rolls in.
Yeah,
It's
Is
a
it
good one.
Frank Grimes? Was that the guy's name?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
episode. Yeah.
Grimy.
yeah. It's but I mean, it's an art. Like you start them inside, then you transfer them to the patch, and you gotta like, it's a whole art form to grow these big pumpkins. Yeah. Anyways, I had 17 drinks this week, 397 on the year. Only had 4 on Saturday.
Yeah, it was all Friday for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Duff got you.
Yeah.
Well, we had 3 buckets going before the whole
Yeah.
round
It
even
was
started.
something, yeah.
Well, I knew once you had one at lunch. I was like, okay.
Yeah, because you started with the water, and then it was like, okay,
Yeah.
I'll get one.
Hey,
Once
special
it hits your
occasion.
lip. Yeah,
special
exactly.
occasion.
Off it again till warming.
I'm 37 this week.
Oh,
Okay.
nice.
16 beer, so that gets me to 554 on the year. Where are you?
560 because I added 5 just
good.
now.
I was still at.
So
was
I would have been
regardless.
1 ahead of you.
That was insulting that you said that for
Yeah.
Saturday.
Yeah.
well,
silly.
I kind of forgot about all the plus ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I counted 12 plus ones from the horse race to when we left.
Yeah.
Like I felt terrible yesterday.
Yeah.
Just because of how fast it was. The catch-up game, and catch-up's never good. Just go into the pocket and move on.
Yeah.
Yep.
Then we got down to the local watering hole, and Topo Chicos were there on ice, and then I had to have 5 of those. I think.
Good. Yep.
They're real good.
They are very good. All right, let's get into the non-Labor Day stuff, which
Just
will be
news.
quick.
Just news. We'll start with the European Ryder Cup team.
Good idea.
So that was named today. The captain's picks are Tommy Fleetwood, Sepp Straka, Justin Rose, Shane Lowry, Ludwig Aberg, and Nikolai
Yeah.
Yes.
Hogard.
Rasmus got the
So
boot.
the main toss-up was Lowry over Moronk.
I
Is
think
that
it was
the one.
That's
Hogard
No, it
over
was
Moran.
Hogard.
But
No,
Lowry
Lowry
hasn't been
Should-
playing
it
very
should
good.
Yeah.
be Lowry over Moronk.
But, yeah.
You got to go with the experience there, maybe, right?
But how?
It could be Rose over Moran.
Rose has had a
talking
pretty
about
good
this-
year.
Yeah.
We're talking about this Moronk
Rose was
stuff.
good.
It's just like he's won 3 times, including at this course before.
And he was great in the match play.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, he went to the semifinals in the match play, didn't he?
Yep.
Yeah.
Like, it just doesn't make any sense. And
Didn't Cam Young win the match play?
He did.
so it just
But you
felt
you,
a little bit off.
You have that
It's
same,
a different thing, though.
Yeah, because you
One-on-one
have
is
Kisner.
different.
He-
Yeah.
He's won it a couple times, and he was
Yeah.
only picked once. And
Yeah.
It's definitely like a system. Like, they bring him along. Like, you
Yes.
get in, and you're basically there until
You completely lose it like Poulter kind of thing. And then
Yeah.
you're
Yeah,
get
I bet
replaced.
Poulter would have been there this year if he wasn't on Live.
I don't think so. He was too bad in the last one. But
yeah, I
Low-
still think they got a
Lowry's
they're
been terrible.
betting favorites.
yeah,
he
You saw
had
it?
they should be. Yeah.
he had one T5, and then outside of that, his couple T12s, T18s, like just not good golf.
And
for
what
him
about
this year.
Nikolai? What was his year?
I don't know.
Gotta
He played a lot
win.
on the DP, but
Did he have a win or was it Rasmus?
I think they both have a
They
win on
both did,
DP.
yeah.
Mhm.
Because
But
I
you
always
can't even
pick
look
the
at
other
that.
one.
because Moronk had 3, and they
Yeah.
didn't even pick him. So
But
That's-
Aberg was a must pick.
Aberg,
Well,
hottest,
he
hottest-
was a pick before he won yesterday.
Yeah.
He was 100% on that team.
Yeah.
He's like the next superstar.
And Fleetwood, Straka, and Rose, you can't really argue with those 3 either. So
I mean, Fleetwood
It's been
doesn't
hot
do it
lately.
for me,
solid.
though.
doesn't do it. He's pretty good.
I'm just excited for that team because I think that they should be the betting favorite on home soil. It's just weird because I find myself, I think last time I said it, I'm more of a home team guy. I just like who the fans are cheering for. Like when
Alright.
it's in the U.S., I'll cheer for the U.S.
Mm.
But I'm 100% cheering for the Euros this time. Just I feel like their fans are like respectful dickheads, whereas the American fans are just dickheads when it gets into these. Do you know what I
That's
mean
a
by
good
that?
way of putting it,
Yeah.
for sure. Yep.
Yeah.
Like they know how to get under your skin, but like in a nice way.
Yeah.
Whereas you get into obviously soccer hooligans stuff like that, that's different.
Yeah.
They're they're the American dickheads. But yeah, so it's gonna be a good event. What do we got? 2 weeks to wait now still?
3, 4 weeks
It's
maybe.
the end of September.
End of
yeah.
September, yeah. And then there's just more JT heat if we want to talk about that, or we touched enough last week. I don't know. But,
Yeah, that's probably good.
enough. Yeah.
Yeah.
but so we'll go to quick hits here. Probably big for maybe President's Cup next year, but Angel Cabrera's back playing golf. So,
Could be a captain's pick there. Yep.
or a,
Swing looked good.
yeah, like you never know.
Oh, that'd be
Padraig almost played himself onto the team this year.
He
so-
can't even get out of the country probably.
Yeah.
Oh,
Where was
he'll
his-
be in Augusta?
Where was his that actually we never thought of that prior to him coming to Augusta. Like where was this tournament?
In
that he was
South.
playing?
Oh, this one I think
Or
he
he was
wasn't
just
playing. He
playing.
was just
Oh,
playing.
okay. Because I'm just wondering if he's allowed to leave the country for a while.
Yeah.
That might be the only way that he doesn't show up at the Masters.
Yeah. Probably. Maybe just with an ankle bracelet.
Yeah.
Yep.
Next couple, I guess somber ones. Gary Woodland's having brain surgery to remove some
Yeah, that's too bad.
some lesions, I guess they're called, but I think that means cancer. But
Yeah.
so that's a tough one. And then Tony Finau is getting sued for just basically having a deadbeat family. They
Well,
keep like, did you read it?
Yeah,
They
that's
essentially
what they're
keep
accusing of him, but
taking loans
and not
and
paying
using
back.
him
yeah.
as collateral, and then they don't pay it back.
Really,
Oof.
that's what it was.
Yeah.
I did not see that.
Oh,
So like,
see, when I saw the headline and I posted it, I meant to come back and read it. I had just figured people were giving the Finau's, the sons, I guess the parents, I guess in this instance, but giving them money to take their kids to tournaments. But it was just for whatever.
I think that was one of them. I think that's the one the brother's getting.
Oh, okay.
The dad one's definitely like a loan that they took
So-
out.
Jeez.
So what are the law? Was there any fine print on this story of like were they forging his signature? Because how are they using him as collateral without him knowing?
Well, that's the thing.
Yeah.
Tony said he never signed it, but
Yeah,
yet they're trying
so
to
it's
come
gotta be-
collect. Like it's
yeah.
gonna get thrown
So it's
out.
fraud.
Huh.
Like it essentially got thrown out once, and then, the guy who's suing them said, because this was like even before Tony was a pro, or
Right,
something like
yeah,
that,
yeah.
and then it had so many years, and then they said, well, actually, he didn't actually start making money till this year. So like technically, there's like 2 years left before it's thrown out for good. So they're trying to get it back
Yeah.
through it. Nothing's gonna come of it, but
One and that and the fact that if anything, it's just on the loans officer for not doing his due diligence, and that's the guy who's the problem, not
That's fair.
Finau.
yeah, oh, absolutely. Like it's a bit of a clickbait article, but I mean, it got me.
Got
I read,
you,
I read the whole thing.
Yeah.
So, next, the Elite Global Tour, which is the merger of the PGA Tour and the LIV, might be becoming a thing in 2025. So, 18 invitational tournaments. So, however that's going to work, I don't know. All the big guys will be playing those because it'll be
Yep.
bigger money. Then
Yep.
they'll play 4 majors, and then they'll play what?
Couple.
Riviera.
Yeah, some of the big ones.
Like they're gonna play 4 tournaments on the
Yeah.
PGA Tour.
Yeah. But-
so it was all a
still
scam.
not- but it's
it
still
was all
not-
scripted for them just to
Yeah.
all get all this money.
The
But it's still
PGA
not
Tour
s-
came
for
out.
sure.
Yeah, they came out and said, that report's not real.
Yeah.
Where there were multiple places that came out and said that this was going to be the case. So maybe they just don't want it out there, or there's still a couple
this was-
details to be
this
worked
was
out, or
all
what.
A
But
big plan, you guys.
yeah,
Tiger and Rory coming out with this. Oh, we're doing this indoor golf thing to get people thinking that golf should be a little bit different now. Some guys go over that already had all the money. They take the money. The big names stay here to rally them up. They all come together, and all of a sudden they're just getting all this money. It was all a scam. We all got scammed.
They're just
everyone
that good of actors this whole
And
time,
everyone
too?
just fought about it and fought amongst each other and just build up this thing. And now all of a sudden it's going to be an invitational tournament. They face off against each other and they make millions and millions of dollars, and everyone just watches. It's just perfectly works out.
it is. Works out good.
How many layers of tinfoil you got underneath that Churchill hat?
I mean, probably not that many because it's so plausible.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They paid for all their acting classes and
What do you mean acting classes? You seen Phil's videos? That guy's just a magician in front of
Yeah.
the camera.
yeah, I guess.
Full swing. There you
I
go.
guess we'll see. But yeah, you might be right. We'll see.
Oh, I know I'm right.
I wonder what or when it'll all come out. If you are correct, there's no way it can stay under wraps forever.
Well, it's
No, it won't.
like it's
Someone
just,
will
there's
say
too much
something and
stuff
make
that
it into
lines up. Like
Yeah.
they all hate each other, but now we're playing again in 2 years, and we're all gonna make $10 million if we win one of these tournaments. Like,
Yeah.
Money's
and-
going to be crazy.
And the LIV guys are going to buy the PGA Tour.
Yeah.
It's going to be funded all by them.
but then it so really all those 40 to 125 on the FedEx Cup, like they're just getting completely
Yeah.
screwed here.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess maybe they got better chances to win if those guys aren't there every week or even the big weeks. but
Yeah.
That's fair.
Definitely do.
And then they're still winning $1 million if they
Yeah.
win that tournament, right?
It's just more. It's more of a second tier thing now.
Yeah.
Anyways, moving on. Canadian Tour, the CRMC Championship, presented by Gertens, won by Yi Cao. CAO. How would you say that?
Sao. Yeah.
Asian though.
Sao.
Sao. Yi Sao. YICAO.
Yi Sao.
Esau.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm on board with that.
Anyways, you want an
Holy
amazing
cow.
act.
Holy cow.
Yi Cow. There's your headline for the thing.
That's the name of the pod, maybe.
Yeah, bingo. The trophy was just like an axe. Like just an amazing axe
It looked
trophy.
cool. Yep.
Friend of the
good.
pod, Kay Johnson, Monday cued into this, and then I guess nerves got him Thursday or something. Did you talk to him?
No, I talked to him a little bit. I didn't ask him what happened.
He
Like,
was
it
down
still,
in the
it was
dumps
still
from
too
not
fresh.
making Labor Day.
Yeah, he's
It's
like,
still
oh,
too
fuck, now I got to miss the Labor Day.
I think
Why am I even here?
at this point
We
I
would have paid him the same amount.
He's gonna love that one. I actually
Maybe we would have given him a bit of money to play.
Yeah, exactly. Probably would have.
He would have got it. Maybe he would have got a free entry.
took a cut of the horse race.
He probably
Yeah, the horse
he
race.
probably wins the horse race, and I mean maybe he's hitting balls with Canoop on 8, and we just toss him a couple hundred.
I was actually I thought of Cade this morning and him coming to this tournament because after thinking about our 3-time champs going, dash 11 again, what it's going to take to beat them. Obviously, there's some teams that currently exist in our tournament that could beat them. But it's almost like you got to bring in Cade and a buddy and just to see. Maybe it doesn't even count. It's just like, can they go as low as these guys? Because they just seem almost unbeatable at times.
They still might not.
That's,
right?
but do you know what I mean? Like, it just to see if those guys, maybe Berkshire wants to come. But play by himself, 55.
Cade and Berkshire together.
But, just to see how well these guys are playing against guys that are on PGA Tour Canada.
Yep, that'd be
Or
something.
maybe Raj comes. Then it'd be really fun.
Raj's gonna be
There's
busy.
an idea.
That would be a little
Raj
bit
is
different.
going to be playing in the finals next year.
LPGA, the Portland Classic, won by Chanati Wanasayan. She Monday queued into this tournament as well. Then shot 63 on Sunday to win this thing.
That's a couple times that's happened this year.
And it was a big old bastard of a trophy, too.
Nice.
She could barely pick it up. Brooke was 34th, and Maddie Sierzik missed the cut. DP World Tour, the Omega European Masters, won by someone we already talked about, Ludwig Aberg. His first win, and essentially locked him into that spot. Both Fitzpatricks were actually up there, 3rd and 5th, I think. So good for them.
Ludwig tracked them both down.
Alex has been playing really good.
Yeah, it's
Really good.
Yeah, he actually has. Someone else did too. They were because Matt,
Someone else played
Someone
good.
else played good. Anyone else in the top 5?
the guy who finished second, can't remember his name right now, but because Matt Fitzpatrick was first for a long time.
Yeah,
Oh, no.
Ludwig had 4 in a row.
Yeah.
Tracked him right down.
And Matt Wallace, who was 24th, just fired his caddy after.
See you later.
All I can remember about those two is whatever tournament that was where they actually got in that like almost fight on 18.
Mm-hmm.
Oh right,
They
yep,
told them to shut the fuck up or
Yeah.
something.
yeah, that's right. Last one here. I guess I don't know what it was. What tournament was that? Where the girl was getting driven back to?
Was that on the
It was,
European?
it was LPGA Tour qualifying school.
Oh,
is what it
okay,
was.
so she was driving back to the playoff, and the rope caught her.
Oh,
drive.
sorry, that was
That was on the
DP.
LPG.
Yeah.
But that
Yeah, go
it
ahead.
was her fault.
Oh,
Not the
absolutely.
driver's fault. Hers.
Oh yeah.
She's the one that lifts the rope for the driver, like the driver of the cart, and then she doesn't get it all the way over her own bag.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
You can't blame the driver there. And like the
Also, I
caddy
can't believe
and
it
her,
broke it.
yeah, the caddy
Yeah.
and her both like were looking at the driver like she was in shit, and you just watch the replay. It's like, no, you were the one that lifted the rope over your own head, and you dropped it on your bag.
Yeah.
Should have just made. That's why you always make the caddy just carry that bag back. I'll take the ride.
He's
you
walking there
See you at
anyway.
the tee.
Perfect. Yep.
Or that's why they sit
walk.
right
That's
beside
their-
the bag.
that's how they make a living.
Yeah, well, and if you watch, he is walking right behind them.
And that was already her second driver.
That was
Yes.
I guess it broke on the en route to the tournament that week, so that was her backup.
Handle with care.
I mean, I guess use 3 wood.
So I,
I guess.
yeah.
It was a par 5 too. That's the thing. Yeah.
Well, the other thing I was
I mean, they're not getting home in 2 anyways.
Yeah.
call me lazy, but I did not even bother to find out what happened as a result.
Yeah.
Because that was Annie Van Dam. Is that
she
who that was?
did not win, I don't think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think she won.
Yeah.
What was the other one? The cheating one? I didn't write it down.
Oh, there was that was LPGA Q school is what it was. Someone was marking their ball to the side, but if they had something kind of within, I don't know, a couple 5 feet, they would mark it in front. So they're just gaining that couple inches every time. And then once obviously you get closer, it's just making it that much easier. So they noticed it very early in the round. One of the players that were playing with them and the caddy. So they kind of kept watching, happen a couple more times. Then they told their playing partners, hey, watch this, just confirm it, make sure that this is what's happening, because I've saw it a couple times and just to make sure. Confirmed it, and they got a 2-stroke penalty, and yeah, it was just a shit show.
Two
So
strokes only.
Yeah, after the fact.
So what? Like 2 strokes doesn't seem like it's enough.
I agree.
Like if you
Kick 'em
call
off
it,
the tour,
if they,
Doug.
well, not that. but
On
like,
each hole though, 2 strokes.
Yeah, but
Each
they
time
couldn't.
it happened.
They couldn't
prove it.
prove which
Oh,
holes that
But
they did.
still, like 2 strokes, if you call it out right off the bat, be like, you marked that on the right.
Yes.
Now you put it back. Like that's 2 strokes.
I always get a kick
Yeah.
out of when like weekend golfers or like typically old guys mark it in front of their balls.
Mm.
It's just funny to me.
Well, I mean, at the Hillcrest, you just put her down, and then when you go to mark, you're like, no, blemish.
That's exactly what I do.
Yeah.
Over here.
Well, yeah.
All
but
I do
yeah.
is I set my putter down right beside it, pick it up, lick it, and then put it down in the best possible angle that I can
Yeah.
get.
I mean,
If it's within,
that's fair.
Yeah,
That's fair.
That's fair. Yeah.
if it's within, in my mind, if you set your ball down in the general area size
Ball
that
either way.
that your mallet putter is, that's good with me.
Yeah, just not closer to the hole. You're
Yes.
fine.
Side
Yeah.
to side, move it. Because there be blemishes.
Oh yeah. Aces. That's it. Aces birthday shots of the week. Aces. Danny Saul had an ace. Smoking that big old stogie.
Mm-hmm.
And Julian Etulin had an ace as well. Birthdays, Padraig Harrington, 52. And shots of the week, anyone?
I'm gonna give mine to Mick. His putt on 9 to tie the horse race
Oh wow!
Saturday evening.
Did miss the 1 on 8 before, but
Yeah, that 1 on 8 was such a big man or marshmallow moment.
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
And
So
like-
was the 1 on 9, right?
Well, no, 8 was for the win though. Like that's
Yeah.
way bigger.
Well, I don't know. Both.
I mean, I don't think we
You-
should
they-
actually
they
say
would
it
have
was
lost.
a tie. and
If he
just
would have missed the
pretended
1 on
it was a
9, they
win
would have-
given the video.
Yeah.
They would have lost if he missed the 1 on 9.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but-
slight redemption for sure. I'm not
Yeah.
saying, but like to win
Yeah.
I bet you if you asked him, we
in
should
the
have had him on.
position they were in.
If you asked him, would he rather have made the 1 on 8 or missed the 1 on 9? He would definitely would. Or wait,
I think he'd rather
made,
make it. Yeah.
made on either hole. He
It
would
would be
say
8.
8. Yeah.
For
Oh,
sure.
absolutely.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no doubt.
You win outright.
Yeah. Too much pressure.
I'm also going to that same horse race and Bert Bechtold on hole 3. It was just the most insane shot I've ever seen.
That 190
It
dead
was like
stop.
it was like 210 to that back right pin, and he was like just right of it. Just
So where was the ball? Like, where did he hit it from?
right center of the fairway.
Oh, okay.
up and over the trees.
So it's just a good approach.
Like there was no green to work with.
Gotcha.
So, yeah, and just stuck it there, and then his partner missed the 4-footer, but whatever.
Birdie.
Side
made it.
point.
Birdie was
Birdie
good enough to
advances.
advance. Yeah.
My shot of the week is I posted in the group, but did you guys see that guy trying to hit the 3-wood chip shot through the bunker?
No, I did not see that.
You should look it up in the group right now because it's pretty funny. He's behind the bunker, short-sided in the rough, and he takes out a 3-wood, and the commentators are like, this is an interesting play, and he tries to, like, punch at it so it, like, skips through the sand and
Oh,
goes
yeah,
out,
here we go.
and then it just doesn't come out of the bunker. It goes right in the bunker, and he just leaves it in there, but... Yeah, so I thought that was pretty interesting. Should we get to the Guess the Golfer game?
Yes.
Oh, I forgot that's what we were doing. I was like, wow, we buzzed through this entire episode.
Should be also noted that I'm not drinking 6 beers on the pod this week.
Oh, I forgot.
Just
Oh,
decided
right.
to,
Reneging.
just decided that I'm not going to do it. So
He
what are you going to do?
He doesn't
What's-
like to pay his bets. That's fine.
Well,
I get it.
Completely 180 to bet. Kind of.
It was
mean,
it was a bet
you
I was willing to
agreed
take.
with
You were
to
not,
it.
so I did it.
There was like 30 seconds of Maddie being like, do not shake his hand. Do not shake his hand. Don't agree to
Just
that
wanted
bet.
to get
Don't
over
agree to that bet.
I just wanted to get it over with. Yeah. So-
But that's the thing. If I was willing to make the same bet, then it's not that bad of a bet. You just didn't want to end up taking it for whatever reason. Because you had the opportunity to take that bet, but you said no, and I took it.
Yeah, but I wanted them plus another team.
I know.
Yeah.
We already talked about this last week. He's a grease ball, and you let him be a grease ball. I told you not to do it.
Yeah, I know. So I'm
Yeah.
just not drinking. What am I? What,
We didn't
that's
make
the
that.
payback.
We didn't make the bet that you told him not to make.
Yes, you did.
No, we didn't.
You took the other he took the other options.
no, we completely flipped it.
Yes, we completely flipped.
I
the bet.
wanted Banalevic and Loney
I
and
know.
another team.
I
And then it
understand.
ended up being he gets them and I get the field.
And then you shook his
Yes.
hand.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yes. he had the opportunity to take the same bet, and he didn't want it. So I said, okay, I'll do the opposite. And then we shook our hand.
No, you hummed and hawed and looked at the leaderboard because you wouldn't give me that second team.
Yes.
And you said,
That's
no,
why I'm fine
you
with
don't
the
get a
rename.
second team.
Yeah.
I want those guys now.
Yeah, whatever. Hey,
and you said it like
hey,
that, too.
did we
I want
shake?
those guys now.
Did we shake? Yes, we did.
That's the thing. You just had to been like, no, you pissed around with us too much.
Yeah.
I'm not betting you.
One of these weeks, I'll drink 6 on the pod. It
You
just
guys
wasn't
should've-
going to be tonight.
You guys
There's
should
no way.
What you should have done is bet on like the 4th flight.
Yeah,
Just like pick
Ooh,
3 teams
that's a-
each.
Yeah.
crapshoot. But yeah.
All right, guess.
Not
Guess
saying
the
they're
golfer.
crappy,
Here we
just
go.
a crapshoot.
First to 3. All 3 you were in it.
Okay.
Okay.
Ryder Cup themed.
Ryder Cup themed.
Keegan Bradley.
I might not
First
get
one.
any. Dustin Johnson.
First one, born in Cheltenham, England. He has 5 Ryder Cup appearances. There was a 10-year break between the
Lee Westwood.
3rd and 4th appearance.
Between the 3rd and 4th appearance.
So how about this? Just wait, because I just yelled out one. Does that, if I yell out and I'm wrong, do then they get the opportunity? So then it's kind of like you can't guess until everyone's guessed.
Yeah, because
'Cause
I
then
could
it
just
could just
start
be
reeling
start
off
reeling off
English
names.
guys. Yeah.
So now I've already said one. It was incorrect. So now you both have an opportunity to guess. So it's either you try to go for the win early or you wait till as long as possible and risk losing.
Mm.
Does that work? Oh,
So they have to guess right now?
No.
No.
We can keep listening to clues
they get to
until
keep listening,
But
but I already
you-
used my guess.
But you can't guess until they've...
Yeah, I'm saying that's like moving forward. I mean, I've
Okay.
not like
Yeah, fair.
I get a
That's fine.
redo here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
21 career wins, 3 on the PGA Tour, 15 on the European Tour. Won the Valspar Championship back
Paul
to
Lowry.
back.
Paul Casey.
Yeah, that's it.
That's fine.
Okay.
I was about to guess Poulter, so
I think that's who you meant.
Yes.
I'll give you the benefit of the doubt there. I
Yeah,
think
I'm good.
that's
Paul
who you meant to
Casey's won the
decide with.
Valspar.
Yes.
I knew that. Yeah.
I'm good with it. Yep.
Okay. Nice.
Okay, 1 for Matty B. Next one up here.
You just can't rattle off names like
yeah, sorry.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the only reason
Yeah.
why I
Yeah.
rattled it off again because I knew Paul Casey was correct.
yeah.
So starting now, if he
Okay.
guesses right out, I say the first one, he
Yeah,
guesses.
yeah. I can't do that
He
anymore.
can't guess again until both you guys. have
Yeah, that's
guessed.
right.
Okay.
But we got to be careful there because if you and I both bet, he just keeps going until the end.
Yeah. Yeah, no.
But
I
you
think it's-
shouldn't.
I
You
think
shouldn't
it's
have blurted
until-
out a name.
Until 2.
I think it's until one other guy guesses.
Okay, that's
Okay.
fair.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay, next. This guy is 63 years old. Born in Seattle, Washington.
Really?
5-time Ryder Cup member. 64 career wins. 15 on the PGA Tour. 2 senior tour majors. 1 major. 2 players championships.
Stuart Sink.
Washington.
Yeah, kind of in the giveaway.
Sorry, go
now.
back to the 15 clue.
15 PGA Tour wins.
And how many
2,
total wins?
64.
2 players, 1 major.
2 players.
Davis
one.
Love the third.
Nope.
See, I'm just gonna throw out a guess because I can
You
right
can
now
now,
before you
yeah.
give out another
Yeah.
one. I was gonna say couples.
Fred Couples, yeah.
Ah.
Nice.
Good thing you got it because the next one is his ex-wife jumped out of a building.
Where did he win all those? He won a bunch of events overseas or what?
Well, there was like all these like I don't know what they
That
were.
clue threw me off. 15
Yeah.
PGA wins, but
But
63.
Hispanic.
yeah, 60 something.
overseas like those.
Hmm.
I don't know. Pull up his Wikipedia thing.
No, I'm not going to, but
Okay, next one.
It was probably 15.
This one should be a good
non-PGs.
one. Born in Oswestby, England.
Okay.
Received the most excellent order of the British Empire. 8-time Ryder Cup team member. 9th all-time for European points generated.
Yeah, fuck, I don't know. If he's from it.
52 career wins. 1 major championship.
Okay, that disqualifies him then.
Ranked number 1 in the world for 50 weeks in 1991.
oh,
Inducted into the Golf Hall of Fame in 2017.
Ooh.
you were going to guess Montgomery?
That's
Until
exactly
he
what
said
I was
one.
yeah, and then
until he
I-
said
yeah.
until he said
Stands a modest
But Montgomery's
5'4".
Scotland, is he not? Is Montgomery not Scottish?
I don't know.
That's the only reason why I didn't
that was
guess
the
it.
only
5
one.
foot.
That's why I didn't guess him.
Well, we're out of clues now. Who's going to be the
Can
quickest?
you repeat? Let's go start from the top
Okay.
before you give this last clue.
Okay, because the last one gives it away 100%.
Mhm.
Born in Oswestby, England, received the most excellent order of the British Empire, 8 Ryder Cup appearances, all as a player. 9th all-time for points generated by a European, 52 career wins, 1 major championship, ranked number 1 in the world for 50 weeks in 1991, inducted into the Golf Hall of Fame in 2017, stands a modest 5'4" tall.
5'4".
Okay, who's going to be the quickest?
Well, I don't know. I feel like 5'4". We should get it.
You're
An
gonna
English guy.
You're going to kick yourself on the next one.
Okay, I guess here we go.
Nickname Woozy.
He
wasn't-
I got it.
I would not have got that.
Oh, not
I
prior
thought
to
5
Woozy.
foot 4 I wouldn't
would
have
give
guessed
it-
that he was that short.
Oh, he's tiny.
Yeah.
No.
One
So
each
that's
now?
one each?
Yeah.
I should have brought up the
I'll take
got
it.
penalized for having 2 drivers in the bag. But that probably wouldn't have helped you
Yeah,
guys.
that's embarrassing. That's a tough one.
So, question. You said you had 5
Yep.
for the 2-2-1. Did you think about 2-2-2?
How
Well,
can it be 2-2?
If it's 2-2-1, then there's a tiebreaker
Yeah.
for the guys with 2.
Can't be 2-2-2.
Yeah.
It's
Huh?
1-1, there's 2 left. 1-1-1, there's 2 left.
Okay.
Yeah. So if it's 2-2, he's got an extra one.
If it's 2-2, there's an
Gotcha.
extra for the guys with 2.
Gotcha.
Okay, born in Richmond, Virginia, 73 years old, 8 Ryder Cup appearances, tied for 3rd with Phil Mickelson for most points by an American at the Ryder Cup, 21 PGA Tour wins, 1 major win, 1 players win, captained the Ryder Cup in 1995, elected into the World Golf Hall of
Paul
Fame.
Lee Trevino?
Both those are wrong.
Okay.
Elected into the World Golf Hall of Fame in 2009.
So we get to go all again now.
We're all
Okay.
good. Yeah.
Fuck, wrote a clue. Full name is Jerry Lanston Blank Jr.
Jerry Kelly? No.
Jerry Foltz.
Who?
No, never mind.
Jerry Foltz.
No, he's an
Jerry
announcer.
Lanston Blank Jr.
Jerry.
If I'm giving you the name, you think there's probably something maybe off about
Who did you just say? Jerry Kelly? You
Yeah,
said?
it's not him, obviously.
like
I'm going to get there. I know what you're
Ryder
saying.
Cup names, Ryder Cup appearances, 8th, 3rd most all time. Like that should be a big one.
Did you have a giveaway or that's already it?
Well, I thought that was the giveaway.
How many PGA Tour
Jerry.
wins?
21.
Gerald Lance.
There's a blank in there.
I know.
Blank is the last
The
name.
last name that'll give it
Yeah.
away. That's a tough one. You got any? What's that last name start with?
W.
Oh my God.
I can't guess because I just guessed Jerry Kelly.
No, he gets Jerry Foltz after that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Some guy from Moose Jaw.
Oh, is this a Keegan Bradley one?
I mean, he's a very well-known golfer.
Jerry.
W.
American W. Captain one time.
That's not Watson.
73.
73 years old. What do we got here? The PGA Championship is the major he won.
W. What year was that?
1977.
This is why I don't like these ones.
Yeah.
Give me new guys.
Yeah.
Well, I tried to do it with well-known Ryder Cup, well-known.
Tom Watson.
I already guessed that.
Getting
Or said
closer.
it can't be that.
It's getting closer, he says.
Jeez.
You finally have one with a W. in the
Duffy
last name.
Waldorf.
Nope. I'd focus maybe on that second name I said.
Jerry what?
How about this?
Lanston. Maybe something. What would someone
one?
named Lanston go by?
Lance.
Lanny Watkins.
That's
Oh,
it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there it is.
Finally.
I don't.
That is so weird.
That's a bad one. I almost, right before you got that, I almost said, can we just go to the last question and whoever gets it right wins?
Yeah. Let's go
Last
to
one's too easy. It's going to be too quick. Okay, next. Born in Orange, California, 41 years old, 3 Ryder Cup appearances, 6 PGA Tour wins.
Matt Kuchar.
Once as high as 4th in the world, and is currently ranked 3,841st. Nothing? Okay. Withdrew from the RBC while leading after 36 holes to witness the birth of his first child.
Ryan Moore?
Oh, okay, I'm back
Married a
in.
Dallas Cowboys cheerleader. I
Mm.
mean, I thought the RBC one was a dead giveaway.
Yeah.
But
Orange,
How many wins?
California.
6.
Stuck on Matt Kuchar.
WD'd after the
Dallas
ranked-
Cowboys.
he's ranked
That was in
3,000.
2013. He WD'd from the...
Yeah.
Not Anthony Kim.
Oh, I remember that withdrawal too.
One of the golf boys.
Oh,
Ben
Crane.
Curtis. Oh,
Hunter Mahan.
There.
Ah.
First the 3. let him throw one out there, eh?
yeah.
I just picked up the scraps all night.
Yep.
Picked up the scrap.
And as
Clean
soon
up
as
the
you
garbage.
Said, I said Crane,
Bang
you
in
said
rebounds.
Curtis. I
Yeah.
could have actually
Yeah.
said Hunter Mann, but I was thinking Bubba Watson. I'm like, that ain't it.
Yeah. It's like Ben Crane never got to 4th in the world.
Who did you
Yeah.
say?
I said Ben Crane.
No, you said
No, I said Ben Curtis.
I
Yeah,
said
yeah.
Who
Ben
wasn't
Crane.
in the golf boys?
Yeah,
No,
Ben Crane
he's not.
was.
Ben Crane was.
But
yeah.
Ben
as
Crane
soon as
was.
he said
Yeah.
Ben Curtis right after, I would have had another chance to
That's
say
right.
because it was Ricky and Bubba.
Yeah.
Wasn't either of those guys.
That's
You
the
want
problem
the-
is there's
Congrats.
just so many Americans that have won like 6 times, right? It's just like,
Yeah.
Well, I thought the RBC
The
one was
RBC
like a
one,
dead
yeah.
giveaway.
yeah.
Yeah.
You want the tiebreaker one?
Yep.
Yeah,
So
sure.
quick. 8 Ryder Cup appearances. Died at 54 years old. 5-time major winner.
Sebi.
From Spain. Yeah. Gets talked about too much on the Masters podcast.
Oh, that was
it.
good. That was good. Look at
Hopefully
that.
people
Well
weren't
done.
screaming too loud and at work when they listen to this.
Well,
but
it's certainly not for Lanny Watkins.
I thought that one was going to be easy. It was
Yeah.
between Lanny Watkins or Tom Kite.
Kite would have been a tough one to get to.
Well,
Yeah,
it
that's
was, the giveaway is going to be like on an episode of The Simpsons.
Mm.
Nice. Oh, that was good. I'm tired.
Been a weekend.
It's been fun. And then now we get club championships at the local course. See if any of us can somehow, maybe Bronell can take down Canute for the club
Might be
championship.
head to head.
It's hot. Guy's hot.
Guys are
I'm not playing again till Saturday, so if you get a practice round or 2 in this week,
I want to
you've
play
got a
men's
chance.
night, but
How about if you guys are in the final group? There's no way Bronell's winning then.
I'm shooting 78 the first day. So I'll
Well,
be
you
like
won't. There's a
10
chance
back.
you might not play because we don't pick our groups, right? It's the random draw for both days.
I think you can pick your group for the first day.
Yeah, you can
Kind of.
request who you want.
Yeah.
I'm making the tee time, so I'll do whatever you want.
okay.
Yeah.
Well, if in the interest of Bronell trying to be good again, don't put him with any of us.
I'm not.
I'm gonna
I'll play
go-
with anybody but Canoop.
I'm going to go as early as possible because I want to go watch my kids' football game, so
Yeah.
I might go out first.
I also have.
I'll go out second.
I might have my pops coming to town, so
Nice.
might be driving him
Caddy.
around with me.
Caddy.
Yeah.
Nice.
Caddy.
I
That'd
like
be
that. That'd
sweet.
be awesome.
That would be fun.
Yeah.
Awesome. And then we're 2 short weeks away from Player Cup Warman.
I mean, probably the biggest news this upcoming week is NFL football. Like,
Chiefs.
I
Lions,
hate that I have
Thursday.
to stream the game on the course again. Last year
Just
I
don't
watched
play.
Bengals Steelers, that overtime crazy game.
Yes.
Just don't play
On
in
the
the
course.
tournament.
Yeah, I mean, that's the easy way out for sure. Don't
Just bring
Or-
an iPad
Or
and then put it on your cart. Nice up top.
yeah.
Perfect.
I will say for the second year in a row, I don't care because my team won the Super Bowl and I just get the Thursday night game that week.
Yeah. You guys are going to dust the Lions.
I don't know. Hey, hot take. That game's going to be a lot closer than you think it is because I think the Lions will
Where
be good
is
this
it?
year.
I don't know.
It's
if
in
they're gonna
Kansas
be
City.
as
Yeah,
good.
it's always in there. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's going to be 31 to 13.
As long as Jahmyr Gibbs has those 2 touchdowns. But yes, it's been a week. It's going to be a great month of September. Yeah, we got lots of golf left to be played.
Harv
Yeah.
and I might be peaking at the right time for Legends, but
So I might argue that we're going to have toe-to-toe because me and Canoe, I feel pretty
think we're
good
gonna be
about my
good.
scramble game.
We are going to
yeah,
be
what
good.
happened to you guys 2 years ago?
That was
I
that
know.
shit weather.
Yeah.
Was it?
Shit weather.
I don't remember.
Windy? Yeah,
I
we
It was
couldn't make a-
windy. Yeah, it was
we-
windy, but it was hot.
It
We
was windy and we
couldn't
couldn't make
make
a
a
putt. Yes.
Classic.
They were like your putter was like my putter we relied maybe a little too much on my putter that
Oh,
I
yeah.
think you forgot that you
Yeah.
also need to make a putt.
Yeah, I was just expecting to watch them roll in.
You should
for
go
you.
second.
I might go second. No,
That's a great idea.
no,
I was
This-
thinking you should go second for us.
Probably not.
we're gonna work. We're gonna
Why?
work on this.
Because I don't think
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
follow like your left. I don't think I follow your reads.
I know. I'm the same way.
Yeah.
Whereas you probably would think about those a little more.
And that's the only reason why. That's the same reason why I think Knoop should go. I'm more of a just feel.
I'm
and
all
see if
feel,
I
though.
miss.
Yeah.
And then Knoop can take a read of what I did. Whereas if Knoop went first, I'd be like, oh, okay, I see what he did, and then I just don't hit that
Yeah.
line no matter what. Anyway,
I just
We probably won't change it.
plus I hate the pressure of going second, and you eat it for breakfast. So
that said, last year me and
the
Mick
putter,
did putt
man.
well, and he went first on everything, but he was lefty.
that's another thing. I was talking to some guys about the horse race, like the pressure. Like there's so many people watching. There's money
Hindsight,
on the line,
Every
obviously.
horse race shouldn't have went through hole 1.
Should have.
Shouldn't have.
We didn't.
We didn't.
Oh, just me and yours.
Yes,
Yeah.
Like that was a disaster.
because it's too many people on that hole.
Well, we were down to 5 at that point, but still, like,
Why? Because the pin was so shitty, or
yeah, like people got through with doubles.
really?
Should,
Not in ours.
should be
But
noted.
that was- yeah.
Should be noted to that point. We started on 4 with 15 teams on 4.
Oh yeah, that's not a good thought.
Because we were
either.
talking about it on
That's
the tee
tough,
box.
yeah.
I'm like, all right, we got 15 teams and we got the hardest pin on the course. This should be fun.
Yeah.
So we were giving out, like there was some 6s on the board because the 6s I was eliminating 3 teams and we had 6 in the chip off, all with doubles.
Yeah.
So we were given gimmies, like 2-foot gimmies for par, because it's like, yeah, these guys could 3-putt from here, but we just don't want to have the time to
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
to do it.
That,
So
when we rolled through 4, we only had 3 teams left. One team tops it into the long grass on the right off the tee there. So they take a stroke, hit 3 up to the hundreds, hit one on the green on the right on the crest of the hill. They make that putt for bogey. The other team, which is just right in the trees, makes double for whatever reason. And then the team that ended up winning, they were on the green they chipped up and around all the way to the left side. And their guy putted it halfway there. The guy had to make like a 12-footer for bogey, otherwise they were going chip off, and he made
Crazy.
it. But like it was insane. The team that duffed it into the shit, and while I was helping him look for the ball, he's like, "Well, we had a good run."
yeah,
That's the difference.
You never know. It's
the champ
somewhat
flight
match
was
play.
kind of the other way. Like we had a chip off where a guy hit it to like 6 feet from pretty far out, and there was a 4-way chip off, and only one team was getting eliminated, and the 6 foot was not didn't make it. There's 3 other
Really?
balls inside 6 feet.
Oh, and
Good.
the
Just
chip
like-
off we had on one, I just went
Not a ch-
behind the green because otherwise anywhere else they'd all just roll to the
We
wrong.
went front, and a couple guys chipped it off. Yep.
So first guy chips, chunks it, doesn't get on the green. Next guy chips, it just kind of trickles on. Third guy chips, and we were getting rid of 2. Chips it up, doesn't stop, rolls all the way back and is farther away, so they're out.
Oh. Yeah, the glory.
The chip offs can be ridiculous.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
So,
that's
it was fun. I can't wait for next year.
Yeah.
All right, you guys got anything else? All right. Until next week, it's time for us to hit the clubhouse.